All right, I need to know if this is working before I do anything. Um, I think, yeah, okay, it is working. That's cool. That's definitely cool. What's the damn link for this thing, though? I haven't done a YouTube stream in so long. Um, let's see. Videos. Copy link. Wild, dude. Wild. We're back. We haven't done this in so long. But this is going to be cool. We're going to do a mix on YouTube, which means it'll also be in the VODs. Like, you'll be able to watch it back on YouTube. Definitely a little different than what I've done in the past. And I think stream health looks solid. Yeah. Stream health looks solid for sure. So I'm just going to leave that right there and restore chat. Yeah. Sick. Sick indeed. So this is not organized at all yet, but we're going to go from the very beginning, from like how these things go when there's literally nothing, like I haven't started at all. This is literally the beginning of the process. So for those of you who don't know, I've been doing mixed streams on Twitch for like 4 years. And I decided that I should just do the mix twice, because I don't mind mixing it twice on both YouTube and Twitch. So this is just kind of me experimenting with the idea of being everywhere all the time. Not just in one, like not just doing videos on YouTube and streams on Twitch, kind of like doing a little bit of both, you know? And back when I used to do mixed streams on YouTube, I didn't really know how to stream. And now I've been streaming for like 4 years. So it's definitely a lot different now. I don't need these channels at all. But yeah, I hear the mix. You guys hear the mix. That's pretty much all there is to it. I hear it with headphone correction. You don't. I went out of my way to set that up properly because this is going to be on my channel forever, I guess. Therefore, I don't want the mix video about how I mixed it to have headphone correction on it. Normally in my Twitch streams, people have to hear the headphone correction. But that's because there's a lot more going on in the Twitch streams where I need to have all the audio going through one mixer. On YouTube, I don't have notifications or anything, so I don't need everything going through one mixer. But yeah, if anyone decides to watch this, I appreciate it. I don't know what interest level people have in watching me do mix streams. It's, like I said, something I've been doing for a while, but it's never something that I felt like would interest everybody. I definitely felt like it's more for like the other audio engineers who watch my stuff. Oh, what is this? Why is it set to... There we go. So, the process is that I take my laptop to the show, and Black Spine, what's up for other dorks like us? I think some like casual listeners, like people who don't care about audio engineering, will still find it interesting to hear how the performances sound when there's, no processing being done. I actually don't understand what's happening here, but I'll figure that out later. It looks like the vocal track is just doubled. Kind of like, probably one's for processing. Yeah, one's probably the dry and one's probably the wet. Yeah, I guess it'd be cool if you wanted to hear like what the band you like sounds like when they have no engineering done to them. I mean, it kind of just sounds like noise at first. It just sounds like a lot going on. I'll just organize the tracks as I go. I mean, I feel like I kind of know what these tracks are. Most track listings are about the same. But I'll try not to skip anything too much, since I do intend on this video staying on the channel after the stream's over. But if Kick isn't track 1, I'd be surprised. But I also need to make sure this is master safe, or solo safe, sorry. If I need to turn up the mix, let me know. I have a little bit of headroom to make it louder for stream, but not much. I could also turn my mic down if I have to. Or just move it further from my mouth. I still have a mixer for my stream. I'm not running the headphone correction through it. Volume is good. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I try to keep... My mic is set in a way where I can always speak over what I'm doing. But I also know at the beginning of the mix, before there's any compression, it can be pretty quiet. But by the end, I'm usually turning the mix down. But this is a different OBS session than I use for Twitch, so it doesn't have any filters on it or anything. And this is also, I wanted to do this one as like the first stream I've done on YouTube in a while, because it is a large session. There are a lot of tracks to work with. And I'm pretty sure at this point we don't have to pretend like bands don't use backtracks. I never feel like I'm exposing anybody. Every band that you go to see is using some kind of backing tracks. And I used to freak out like, oh no, people are going to know what's in the backing tracks. Who cares, man? Everyone uses backing tracks. This might just be an overhead. Looking for something being like super loud. Yeah, I think this is just like, we'll just call this one overhead right, which is going to be, no, I'll call it left or else I'll confuse myself. Everything is audience perspective. Veil Amaya has like 5 extra guitarists. Yeah, well, some people do get weird about the whole, they call it cheating. Having to play to a metronome live is in no way cheating. If you're not actually playing your instruments at all, that's cheating. But I think it's okay to have assistants and not 7 members in your band. I don't think anyone really wants 7 members in their band. What's this? So... that'll be tracks left and right, it looks like. I just like to get everything labeled before I start. Oops. Extra person to split cash with. I know there's guitar harmonies on this. Like... it's not like it's any different watching it on YouTube versus being at the show and hearing 3 guitars when there's 1 guy on stage or something. We're not like that. But yeah, it's true. Running a band is running a business, and having band members is like having coworkers, people you have to pay to do their job every day. This will get split into 2, but that's the bass for sure. Bass when there's no bassist. That happens a lot. I feel like this is the same thing twice as well. He's probably playing through a stereo mix. Yeah, this is just guitar left and right, but he's playing with a delay on one side to make it sound wide. Periphery hasn't had a bass player in like 3 years. Yeah, I think it is longer than that. Eric, I appreciate that very much. Thank you for stopping in for the kind words as well. This is how it starts. This is always how it starts. It's just a bunch of tracks with nothing on them. This is probably a secondary guitar for during leads. Oh, wait. Yeah, Gabe's on the right, so we'll call this one backing guitar because this is one just to fill out the solos. Don't know if it's going to be panned right or not. I might soft pan it right if it's only during leads, but I don't think I'll have to. 808s. What's called drops. I could probably start with that because I don't really know what's going on with this vocal processing, like why it's happening twice.
You suck now!
It's the same thing twice.
You suck now!
Not sure why. Like I said, it's probably for processing. So I think I can most likely make this one inactive for now. Calling mine drops from now on. It's the bass drops, you know. What's this? Oh, there's another tom. Tom 4. Boom. The booms. I actually don't know if Tom 4 is on the right or the left. Boom, go burr. There we go. Everything's labeled. We know what everything is. I don't know the arrangement of Tom 3 and 4, but if I had to guess... Well, actually, I don't really have to guess. This one has more snare bleed on it. Chimera Pass Out of Existence is the most boom go burr metal album. Everything by 4 Today is just bass drops or booms. Yeah, I think this one's on the right. Replace all the kicks with bass drops. I've experimented with some memes like that. It usually just leads to me completely losing my cool and just like laughing for 5 minutes straight and nothing gets accomplished. So this is what it sounds like with no processing. It's always nice when your tracks already sound clean. Yeah, it's quiet. Here. Like I said, it's pretty quiet at first before there's any compression. If turning me up or turning myself down is necessary, let me know. But it will get louder as we go. It starts out pretty quiet, then it gets a lot louder. I'll use the waves gate. This is perfect. So all the way up is good. Nice. As it was literally just me putting it all the way up, which is just line level. It's just a line output from my my capture card into my Go XLR mixer. And I will always zoom in on the plugins so that you guys can read them better. And I'll try to make note of the fact that my camera is at the bottom left. What tips would you give for someone starting doing vocals, voiceovers in terms of basic mixing? Gain structure is the most important thing, and having a good treated room is going to help you a lot more than you'd think. For example, this room I'm in right now is very reflective, and if I compress this mic too much, you actually hear the reflections a lot. But yeah, the best sound you can get is the one that's going in at good gain structure without too much reflection. That just pretty much applies to anything, not just your voice. Source tone, good gain structure, more important than anything. I don't really need to gate a trigger, but I do, just in case there's a little bit of like tiny mistriggers. Record in a closet and a mic that fits the music. Dynamic mics are really popular with voiceover work and metal vocals, similar to the one I'm using for my stream. Since it's a dynamic mic, it only really picks up what's in front of it. It doesn't really pick up any background noise. Condenser mics usually sound really, really nice, but they also require a lot more sound treatment. Gain reduction by Joey Sturgis Tones. It is a pretty solid plugin. It almost has too little things to do, but that's why it's so effective, is because it's kind of just throw it on there and turn the knob until it sounds good. But yeah, that's definitely good advice for sure. Brian, I appreciate it very much. Thank you for the kind words. Learn how to DS, then buy a de-esser. Yeah, de-essers are very important. Every single video I've done in the last 5-6 years, the de-esser has made the vocal track sound better. You guys will see it, but I use de-esser to control cymbal bleed as well. So it not only keeps the vocals from sounding too harsh in the mix, but it also reduces the ambient cymbal sound behind the vocalist. I'm a big fan of de-essers in general. Oh, and you don't need to buy the best plugins in the world to be good at mixing things. You can literally just use stock plugins and still get a really good result. So never overinvest in things until you don't know how to use them. Big brain time. I use de-essers to control cymbal bleed on my toms and my vocal mics because I don't gate any toms. I can't adjust gates on the fly, so I try to get a set it and forget it mix for my live videos, so I don't gate anything except for kicks. Use Reaper stock, probably get the Waves pack. I don't know, I'm gonna have to get a whole new set of plugins soon because this computer I'm mixing on is dying. I gotta get a new one soon. The guy who mixing Slaves concert, love your mix, no cap. I appreciate that. Guy advice for starting points on learning how to mix metal. Hardcore Mixing Studio or whatever that stuff's called nowadays. Those videos are actually really, really good free advice. Nail the Mix is also really good. If you can afford to pay for Nail the Mix, you will learn a lot really, really fast. Yeah, Jordan's videos about like vocal mixing completely changed the way I mixed my videos and also gave me a better understanding of boosting frequencies being okay. And if you're mixing in headphones, invest in headphone correction. I don't remember the exact video where I started using headphone correction, but it changed everything. So what I'm using right now are my Bayer Dynamics, and what I'm hearing is flattened out compared to what you guys are hearing. $20 for Nail the Mix, $50 for Enhanced. Worth it. Compression. Compression is the fun part. You can use it creatively, and I mean, there's definitely like things that sound bad, but there's no right or wrong way to use it. There's so many different things you can do to it. Compression can become an effect. Compression can become your entire mix being held together. It can be a complete change of tone. It can absolutely ruin your mix. But that is the fun part. And never mix with your eyes. Always mix with your ears. And you'll never see me sit here and mix for more than 3 hours. If I'm sitting here for more than 3 hours, then it means I did a lot of talking and not a lot of mixing. Because after 2.5, 3 hours, you can't trust what you're hearing anymore. You got to give yourself a break. If anything, take a 5-10 minute break every like hour and a half. This is a trigger, so I don't have to do much to it. And I won't really know how I want it to sound. Understand why you're doing it. Yeah, that's good advice for sure. I'm just going to leave the trigger like that for now, because I don't really know what we're going to need it to sound like until the full drum mixes together. Don't really need to do any compression right now to it either. I do need to find a snare spot that has soft and hard hits, though. If I can find like a blast and a fucking like powerful hit. Blasts are always the hardest part of my videos. There's like so much noise. I'll start with this. Yeah, you gotta crank a snare in this type of music to get the, that super responsive top head. This is the only plugin I care about. Make that snare ugly, yeah. Especially the way I mix guitars. This dude is hate 5.6 for metal. I try to be. That comparison always makes me feel insignificant, because hate 5.6 is huge. Love that dyno. Thank you. It's a Nessie from Apex Legends. I'm a huge Apex Legends guy. Sample replaced with Saint Anger. You just do this. That snare doesn't get lost, that's for sure. Effective mix. Remember how they said know when to compress and when not to compress? They didn't know when not to compress on that one. And if you think about it, everybody knows what you mean when you say Saint Anger snare. So doesn't that mean in the end they kind of got exactly what they wanted? Sometimes being bad is iconic. It's... There's two ways to be known. So my hot take is that if it wasn't under the name Metallica, Load, Reload, Saint Anger, all really solid hard rock albums, but because they have the name Metallica on the cover, they're bad because they are bad for Metallica. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry that you're losing your internet, but you have a good night as well. Okay, so if you take Saint Anger and you mix it better, those songs are actually pretty cool. Some of them can be trimmed down for sure, but there's like a lot of cool spots. Hardest live vocal I've ever mixed. Hardest live vocal. That's a good question. Some of these deathcore dudes are so gurgly and low that it's been really hard to get their voice to stand over the way I mix the band. But that's not because they're bad. It's normally because the room is so small and they are so low volume. Like it's just straight throat sound. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure who's like the most difficult I've ever had to do. Appreciate what you do. Thank you very much. I appreciate you watching what I do. I'll try to get more shows recorded for you guys this fall. I don't have anything planned for October right now, but I do have a couple shows planned for November. I know it's quiet, by the way. It's just the way my default setting is on my LA2A. I'm gonna peak stop it now. Yeah, some of the best vocalists are actually kind of hard to mix. I'll mix the bottom before I decide anything else right now. I usually start with like a general mix. Hope we get Loathe on the channel. Reach out to them because they're playing in my area, but they keep not responding to my messages. I think if enough people go, hey, let Leo film you when you play in Lakewood, because they're playing here with Erase Them that might be in October, actually. Hello from the Philippines. Hello. Leo's streaming on YouTube. I'm trying to be everywhere. Twitch isn't exactly the best place right now. But yeah, we can definitely get Loathe. Loathe is coming here soon. I just need to get the okay from them to film them. Architects and Loathe canceled on me twice. Yeah, it's been hard to... I mean, that tour definitely did get canceled twice. First Erase Them live set would be big. That one I can probably do. I just need Loathe to give me the okay. What am I doing? I am mixing Enterprise Earth. Finally caught a stream, let's go. I haven't streamed on YouTube in a long time, but I will more. I'm going to start streaming on both. Well, they're definitely out of phase, that's for sure. I'm not gating. I'm just very, very, very lightly expanding. It makes it pop a little bit just to have that, like, literally 6 dB of gain reduction. Without it, the transient is not as obvious. I don't know what that is, actually. The only shows I know for sure I'm doing right now, I mean, we'll say the only show I know I'm doing for sure right now is Varial's headliner. I have another job now. I'm not just the sound guy at the Foundry, so it's kind of difficult to manage the schedule. I have to know what shows are happening like a month ahead of time. I like the new Varial singles. Need You filming at the Beachland? They're all going there for now. I think in about a year or so, there's going to be a new place where they're going to be happening. I just think it's like a temporary fix. But I will try. I mean, it's up to the bands. I will film literally anywhere as long as the band says it's okay. The difference was at the Foundry, I worked there, so I could do everything. But I can't just go into someone else's venue and start filming. Do you know Rakista? I don't. I'm gonna crush this shit. Yeah, I just it became impossible to be just a full-time sound guy at a local venue. So I don't work every show there anymore. I go there when I'm asked to be there, or if there's a show I really want to film. Now, obviously, there's been a lot less shows, because if there's a big show, I'm there, but you could tell by how many uploads I've had in the past year, there's less shows. And yeah, like Expired said, Beachland gets a lot of the shows right now. And I don't have an in at the Beachland. Yeah, I don't know it. That might be a bit much. Or maybe it's not enough. How did you get the permit to record the show? Which one? This show was not at the Foundry, but the band got me in. Enterprise Earth got me into the show. Do I have a band? No, not anymore. I am not in a band anymore. I used to play in bands. I haven't in quite a while, actually. It was fun, though, while it lasted. I feel like where I'm at in my life now is not really right for me to be in a band. Just too old for that shit. I am getting there. Leo will be the next Lorna vocalist. No, they don't need to get any more vocalists. Those new songs are sick. Hopefully they let me film them on their next tour too. Who's my favorite band? That's a hard question. I don't know if I have a favorite. Imagine Lorna Shore at the Foundry. It happened once. Just not the current lineup. Lorna Shore 2 vocalists ago happened at the Foundry. There's actually like a lot of mid-range in this. Dude, this Mac is so old. I feel how slow it is right now. I'm trying to get a new MacBook, but my I don't monetize anything on my YouTube channel. You're about 45% of the views for that video. I'm not a member of Nail the Mix, so I haven't seen the mix process for Lorna Shore. Is this a mix from an upcoming live set? It sure is. It's actually the mix for the next upload. I'm going on vacation in 4 days, and I need to get this mixed and edited before I leave. So my goal is that this will be uploaded on Monday. But yeah, this is definitely the next upload. Actually, I want to use the Renaissance compressor for overheads. Thank you. I am so in need of a vacation. I've been working nonstop since last July. But trust me, I did check to see if there's any shows I should be filming while I'm on vacation. Because I'm going to be in Arizona. So I checked to see if there was anything happening in any of the major cities of Arizona. But like I said, I got to buy a new MacBook. I can't really record anything right now with what I currently have. Get that new M2. I am gonna get an M2. I'm probably just gonna get an Air. I don't really think I need a Pro just to track multi-tracks. And as picky as it sounds, I don't really like the touch bar on the Pro. I really wish they would have redesigned the Pro. Glad I finally caught a stream. You make such sick mixes. Hope your vacation is epic. You're in Tucson. Don't need a Pro in general. Yeah. I wish the midnight color on the Air didn't show fingerprints so much though. I really like the color, but I don't know if I would be able to handle seeing those fingerprints. I kind of like Starlight. I like how Starlight looks in the dark. Like in softer light. I'm not really a gold guy when it comes to buying things, but I kind of like Starlight. I do mix streams quite often on my Twitch channel, by the way, but I will be doing them on YouTube as well from now on, because there's a lot more of you here than there are there. I only have like 2,000 followers on Twitch. There's like 26,000 of you guys on YouTube, so kind of doesn't make sense to only stream on Twitch. And this way, this one will just be on the channel forever. I thought about doing like a fundraising thing to like get a new MacBook for the channel, but I'm just gonna wait in like a few months and just buy one. Maybe buy one before the Varial show. The Varial show, and then the day before it, I'm supposed to go do Attack. So I'll probably get a new MacBook before that show. What's the craziest crowd energy wise you filmed? Knocked Loose at the Foundry. I don't think anything will ever match that. It was such a small room with so many people and everyone was into it. I always see a band running MacBooks live. Are Windows laptops bad for that use? Windows is a great operating system. Mac is just a lot easier for audio. I have a window, like my stream is being run by a Windows PC right now. I have a Windows PC for video editing and streaming and gaming. I have 2 Macs right now. I have an iMac that I mix on and a MacBook from like 10 years ago that I record with. I'm trying to just consolidate my iMac and my MacBook into a new MacBook. Knock Loose is the craziest I've seen live too. Saw them in a 1,500 room. Yeah. Pretty damn. Oh man, that first show where the audio cut out, you know that video, like my first Knock Loose video, that one was crazy. But the one that I filmed from the stage, that one is, yeah, that show was insane. I recently saw Spirit Box live, and that was a super cool show, but it wasn't because of the energy. It was just like, if this makes sense, the vibe of the show was super cool. And they're also very, very nice people. I really wish I could have filmed Spirit Box. Would have been the biggest video I ever upload if I had gotten a chance to film Spirit Box. And I can't remember the last time a band just like blew up and took over the way Spirit Box has. Seems like they have a lot of production stuff on their live sound. No more than any other band, really. There's like an ambient vocal track that they use. It's not backing vocals. It's just like the ambience of vocals. Like if you were to just take all the wet effects from the album without the dry vocal, and then just like backing tracks. Well, that show was one that I got asked to go out to by A Sense of Purpose to mix their set. And the band was invited to open the show. And it's the largest show I've ever mixed. Because, like, Foundry, 300 cap room. The Spirit Box show that I mixed at, 2,000 cap room. By far the largest room I've ever mixed in. Super nerve-wracking. But they were so nice. Like, they were just, like, happy that everyone was there and happy that everyone could be there. Spirit Box has some members from that band, but they're not the same band. Whoops.
You can hear the progginess of Spirit Box and Last I Wrestle a Bear Once album. It's my favorite by far. Yeah, I can definitely see that for sure. How do I feel about Kubla Khan live? There's a reason I have so many videos of them on my channel. I think Kubla Khan on record is very cool. That is a band that you really have to experience live to appreciate. There's a lot of bands like that, in my opinion. Like, I can listen to Kubla Khan and enjoy the record for sure, but seeing them live is like, that is truly what Kubla Khan is. It hits, and it hits hard. Oceano, the same. See, and I've only done Oceano, what, 8 years ago? How long ago was that video that I posted? It was so long ago. Yeah, they hit live too. There's a lot of bands that hit better live than they do on albums, but Kubla Khan is definitely up there. Some that don't, Emir. Haven't seen them live in like 12 years. Can you comment on Wide Eyes? I've been absolutely blown away by the volume and quality of their materials. I've been discovering them, but do they have a fan base? Well, around here they do, because Danny's from around here. But I mean, wouldn't that more so be considered an internet band? Felt that way with Attila. Not a fan by them by any means, but caught their set at a festival. Is really fun. Yeah. There's so many artists that like I'll never go out of my way to listen to their music recorded, but I can appreciate their live show, which is why I never really mind seeing a band I don't listen to, because if you're talented, you're going to put on a good show. I don't care what kind of music you're doing. It's going to be a good show if you're talented. I might not scoop any mids on this. The unscoopable Tom. Didn't get Biohazard till I saw them live. I've never seen them live. Give me like a fast Tom roll. This is a harder drum mix than normal because there's a lot more mics than usual. Normally it's like kick, snare, tom, tom. Okay, let's move on to bass. This is like, here's a nice, solid, 9 tracks of audio. It's kind of like being spoiled when I have cymbal mics. Almost every Foundry set I've ever uploaded had no overheads. Don't really need them in a room that size. Only people who have been inside the Foundry realize how small it really is. It looks a lot larger in my videos than it is in person, let me tell you. It is a small, small room. 10 overheads. Yeah, they're called vocal mics at the Foundry. Every mic on stage is an overhead at the Foundry. Oh, this shit needs some mid-range. learning to scream. I think it's going well. If you haven't blown your voice out yet, you're good. I need to hear how this sounds without compression and context. I did vocals in the last few bands I was in, but it was definitely more like a higher yell than anything. Not low. Third note accent on snare with left hand. Thoughts? Wait, what? Oh my god, best adult dating site. Really? You don't say. How do you ban people out of your chat? Get out of here. You don't say. Even on YouTube. I expect this from Twitch. Come on, YouTube. Come on. Not the sex bots. I have not heard that single. Why delete? I was interested. This ain't Instagram. Like, can you at least come up with a better username than chat69xyz? I had a question for you. You did a mix for a band called Worm a while ago and made a Twitch video. I can't seem to find it anywhere. Is it gone? Can you re-upload it? What's gone? The Twitch video? Twitch video's gone. Well, that's kind of why I need to do the mixes on both, because Twitch does not hold on to your videos forever. The live video is still on YouTube, right? Like the set itself, just not the mix. I'll also say in general, not many people watched me do that mix. It was not a very popular stream. But I didn't start saving all my mix streams on Twitch until like a few months ago, unfortunately. I didn't start highlighting them, I should say. Now I highlight them so they stay. But I never put my mix streams from Twitch on YouTube because there's so much banter. Obviously, there's a lot of banter in this, so it's not going to be like the best watch for someone who's just watching the VOD back. But if I'm being real, at least I can monetize my streams. I can't monetize anything I post on this site. Skipping ahead a bit, how do vocals sound on this set? Quick sample. I mean, I could play it without any compression or EQ on it if you want to hear that real quick. Just a tease.
Okay. Until their eyes see your reflection, remember who you are.
That's without anything on it. Oh, why did I start mixing this overhead? Guessing the mix videos are done live and aren't saved on your computer. Correct. I do not. Biggest regret of my YouTube career, not backing everything up. I don't have a lot of my original mix sessions or my original video files. The man of the magic itself. Thank you. But yeah, Twitch streams are very, very temporary. You don't get to watch them back very long, or for very long. And I ran a poll like a month ago and said, how would you guys feel about me doing mixed streams on YouTube again? And the response was pretty much just do it, forehead, and I'm doing it. From Poland. It'll never get normal to me that like people watch my stuff from all over the place. How do you get the kick drum to sound more full? Well, on this video, it's triggered. But in general, when I mix my kicks, I just find the fundamental note that works for both the low end and the top end, and I just kind of roll with it. Don't try to make a kick sound like it's not that kick. You just got to accept that sometimes when you mix a kick by itself, it doesn't sound all that great, but you can't make it sound like something it's not. And then once you bring the music in, it doesn't sound as weird. If anything, mixing triggers is harder for me because they either sit in the mix or they're above it. And there's not a lot of breathing room to like change that. But yeah, in this case, they're triggered. Now, what I definitely need to do is put the snare on a bus with itself. Y'all starting a band in the chat right now? Also, with music that's like this, sometimes you're going to mix something and be like, wow, that was a lot of boosting, but it's actually fine. You'll see me at the end of a mix just like do like one little bump of a frequency on like the guitar or the bass, and it just completely changes the mix. Like I'll have the guitar done and then I'll just do something like this. Like I'll just do like that. And then it sounds completely better. And it's just like, why'd he do that? See me do one little bump. You've got me confused with someone else. I just gave this snare new life. What the hell? Bro, the secret is you just put JST clip on everything, you know? You just do this. That's it. Love your work. Keep it up. I appreciate you. Seriously, snare sounds great. Thank you. I have to figure out what kind of compressor I want to use on it, but I'll probably go with a 76 because it's famous for a reason. I know you can't hear it. I feel like I've been robbed by Joey Sturgis too many times. How do the right of the live show works? Do they give permission? Has any band told you no? Bands have definitely told me no, yeah. You guys have probably missed out on about 40 sets because bands told me no. The way it works is I don't make any money off my YouTube channel, and the band does. Therefore, after about 3 years of doing it, people started to know what I did, who I was, and the fact that it was probably going to be the best sounding, maybe not the best looking, set that is on YouTube. And now I just say, hey, that guy is me. Can I film you? And they go, okay. I say, if I'm mixing triggered kick harder. It depends on the music. With deathcore like this, precision definitely picked up better with triggers. If people play super fast and they don't have a well muffled kick, it's just going to sound like mud. Unless you're Chris Turner. Well, like I said, if your drums are tuned well, it's fine. Chris Turner probably dreams about tuning drums. Based. Listen, when I say I don't make anything off of my channel, that may sound like me being a good guy, but sometimes I cry over how much YouTube pays people who can actually monetize their shit. Really love the Tiger's Jaw set. I wish I had more variety. I like having a good variety of sets on my channel. Also, like, my channel is all about the slow burn. Some videos start off super, like, nobody watches it, and then, like, I come back a year later, I'm like, who watched this? And then I realize it's, like, one dude in a city I've never heard of who watched the video 10,000 times. Metal drummers just have to learn to tune their drums. People who tune their drums to sound like they're mic'd will have a bad time. I'm just trying to tame this kick a little bit. Drums are supposed to sound like, get this, drums. When your engineer tells you to just play the electronic kick instead of the real kick, you know that you didn't tune well. Or he just says, hey, just play the cymbals. I'll do the rest in post. Then you probably don't know how to tune your drums. Hey, getting absolutely roasted by a mix engineer is really going to change everyone's perception of their musical knowledge. How does this work? How do you tune a kick drum for metal specifically? You need to... Well, depends on how deep your kick is, really. Because kicks sound great with like a low-tuned batter and a high-tuned resonant. But you need to... I haven't mixed any well-known album, if that's what you're asking me. But you still have to make sure that your kick doesn't turn into mud when you are hitting it super fast. So you have to keep it tuned high enough to get some attack. Also, if you're a metal drummer, don't use a felt beater. Unless you're really, really dampening your kick. Sidechain everything. That's just life in general. Sidechain everything. My brain's ability to function is linked to its sidechained by how hungry I am. Wait, what? 2 portholes on the reso create a more even sound. I mean, the more air escapes, the less resonance you have. But if you have too much porthole, you get that like 80s sounding kick where it has like essentially no body to it. You need to have enough resonant head to create low frequencies, but you need to have enough air escaping to kill sustain. Bring back 80s snare. The sound of a live set is more important than the visual aspect. I would love to do some studio album mixes. A steel beater pad. I like the regular patches with like the harder plastic beater, like the hard plastic beater with like a regular flam slam. I don't know which direction I'm scrolling my mouse right now. Tired of listening to my band's live record with a shitty on mic cam. I still haven't gotten used to this plugin because I only upgraded from Pro Tools 9 about 6 months ago. I said, you know what? It's been out for years. Might as well get Pro Tools 10. Yeah. It's gonna get narrowed right there. Because compared to the other one, it doesn't have enough Let me just take this and crank it. There will be things that sound weird to me because of my headphone correction, and I'll fix them once I turn it off. I'm just gonna chill with that for now. Let me just hear just the drums for a minute. Pro Tools money. I said I just got Pro Tools 10. That thing's been out for like 8 years at least. Probably more like 12 years. And I'm using the same iMac that I've had for 10 years. Those blast beats though, hope they don't get lost too much, but what are you going to do about that, you know? Reaper, for me, it's muscle memory. I've been using Pro Tools since I was 17. That's coming up on being half my life here soon. Yeah, I think almost all digital audio workstations are good, but like when I went to school, they taught me Pro Tools. My mind just knows all the key commands and all that. You can set up Reaper like Pro Tools. If one were to trigger a kick, any suggestions on a setup? Muffle your kick so much, because the resonance of a bass on stage can false trigger your kick so easily. Generally speaking, triggers sound better when you still have 2 kicks. Because double triggering on a double pedal is like very, very easily. Oh, here we go with the porn bots again. Running through your top 3 bands of the last year or two. Yeah, the only Putin. Top 3 bands of the last year or two. I don't know. I am terrible when it comes to like, what bands do you like? What do you listen to? I'm like, I just exist, man. Have I heard of Shrine of Malice? I have a video of them on my channel. I did hear that, yes. Dude, Shrine of Malice was like so excited to get filmed. It's always so cool when bands are like, dude, I've been watching your videos like before I was even in a band. I need to get filmed by you. All right, now we take all this, and we put it into a drum track. Oh, why is this here? Back with a vengeance. I don't stream on YouTube enough to know who I can trust with mod powers. That's a lot of authority. Who are the nicest guys in metal you've met? Oh man, most people are super nice. Like, you are definitely more likely to meet nice people than assholes. That's for sure. Just use Easy Drummer 2. Just Google good kick sample, download it, and profit. Yeah, just go on my channel and go into the. I would just search for it, honestly. I'm pretty sure if you just search the band's name and then the word live, my video should come up somewhat quickly. Yo, it's called Easy Drummer for a reason, all right? How much time have I spent on drums? Yapo, it's Omar. So Enterprise Earth last night. Oh, they're on a sick tour right now, aren't they? Get Good Drums is pretty solid. What was I gonna do? Dude. Okay, how do you block someone? Hide user on this channel. Report. Cool. Fun fact about that tour that Enterprise Earth is on right now. They asked me if I could be the sound guy for that tour. Unfortunately, I leave for vacation in 4 days, so it overlapped very, very poorly with my already booked vacation. But next time Enterprise Earth asks me to be their touring sound guy, I will probably heavily consider it. Invasion kit still works, you know? It still works. Imagine if my snare had reverb, how much better it would sound. Yeah, realistically, I've probably turned down too many tour offers. Love your work. Cheers from Cali. Appreciate it. Glad to see you're doing a mix fit on YouTube. Are you planning on doing more on this platform? Yeah, I'm gonna still do Twitch mixes, but I want to do more on YouTube. It's such a large audience for me that I feel like it'd be a pretty poor decision of me to not utilize it. Drum kit from hell was based around his kit, though, wasn't it? Yeah, I gotta figure that out still. I haven't done any parallel compression. What do you think of some of your best work on your channel so I could take a listening to? Shadow of Intent is probably the best video I've done to date based on the views that it got. Alpha Wolf, yeah, Kubla Khan, Counterparts at the Fantasy, Brand of Sacrifice at the Fantasy. Any cool bands coming through your neck of the woods that you're planning on filming or mixing? I'm trying to film Loathe. Should be filming Erase Them. Definitely filming Varials. Yeah, check this out. I don't know. What are my best videos? That's for everyone but me to decide. That's literally something that was determined by other people. Just subbed. Can't wait to see more of your work. Yo, appreciate that. Burials fucking rocks. I agree. Dark Funeral video was nice. That was a cool one for me. Because, like, it's a different genre than I normally post, but I knew it was a big deal. Yeah. It's very cool to pull in viewers from different, like, music demographics that like a bunch of different styles of music. Most of my channel is powered by deathcore, but there's also a lot of variety of sets. This is where it's okay to use a little bit of clip. Powered by deathcore. We'll get more to the drums once I get the bass in. Low key on Twitch, the mix would be almost done by now, but you guys have been keeping the chat going, so it's been nice to just be mixing but also interacting. And that is kind of a huge reason why I wanted to do mix streams on YouTube again, because I knew there would be more people. Harm's Way was also a good one. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of good videos on my channel. When you mix, you start with the same instrument every time? Yeah, pretty much. But then once everything's mixed, I build it around the vocals. So individually, I always start with the drums, but when it's time to like actually balance everything out, I build it around the vocals. What's gonna hit? If you mix them, they will come does not apply to Twitch, just so you know. It's more like if it's convenient to them, they will show up. Nothing against the people who watch me on Twitch, but there's not as many people there who watch me for mixed streams. A lot of those people watch me for like other things, so they don't really care about the mixed streams. Talking about drinks, cheers. Thornhill and Comeback Kid sets you did recently were sick. Appreciate that. I wasn't sure if people were going to be into the Comeback Kid set very much, because they're a little bit more old school than most of the bands I post. I gotta look at this next to this so I can see where the crossover point is. Bruh. That's it for me tonight. Happy mixing. Good night. Have a good night. Appreciate you being here. There's a lot of noise in there, though. This is where you just absolutely obliterate it to give it even more distortion. Mix done. Comeback Kid are legendary. Oh, if anyone knows anyone at... Oh, what are the two venues? I'm going to post this on other socials later. I'm going to ask the same question on other socials. If anyone knows anyone at the Enclave in Pittsburgh, the Rec Room in Buffalo, let me know, because I'm trying to film Counterparts, See You Space Cowboy, Dying Wish, and Foreign Hands. So if anyone knows anyone at those venues, I need the details. Yeah, that tour doesn't line up with my trip to Arizona. What's up, Nick? How you doing? I am chillin'. I'm everywhere lately, you know? Bassist is fucking clean, yeah. They were really solid at this show. The crowd energy was really good. It's not the same city I normally film in. It was kind of cool. Just realized we won't be able to use channel points now because you're on YouTube. I am literally mixing this same session tomorrow on Twitch. But I'll probably use the YouTube mix. Or maybe I won't mix it on Twitch. Maybe I'll just do a YouTube mix. Who knows? There's like... This has been a much more interactive chat than Twitch, so it's kind of sick. We'll see. We'll see. Hear that? Oh. That sound, you know? The sound I just made. Oh. That's what it sounds like. Oh. Yeah, they are really good people. Last time I saw them was back when Dan was still in the band. Yeah, this is my first time seeing them with someone else. I'll miss Dan, but I look forward more with this new dude. Yeah, it's always hard to adjust to like a different frontman in a band, but it's always like kind of cool to hear as well. Stream on Twitch, post clips to YouTube. It's kind of... It's kind of hard to be like, yeah, watch this clip from this mix stream I did. Oh, trust me, most of my guitar mix is just me adding mid-range. It'll get you into the YouTube algorithm easier. I'm kind of chilling in the YouTube algorithm right now. It's I don't know. I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot on YouTube at the moment. I'm not where I like pre-pandemic. I was almost at a 1,000 new subscriber month, but yeah, they're kind of just separate. They kind of act as different entities. I'm like also big on like I'm not big on anything, but like I'm growing on TikTok for completely different stuff. I like to be in multiple places doing different things, which is why I use just my name for everything. You know what's actually a really sick plugin is Axe. This is like the most important part, but I try not to blast people's ears out with it. What headphones? Bayer Dynamic DT990 Pros with headphone correction from SonarWorks. Like, this is so important. So this tone needs a little bit more precision. I don't high shelf first. There's no cab, so I kind of just work with the mids. Like, I kind of just use this as like my main high control. And then, but if there's a cab, I'm definitely a little bit more strict on how I treat the lows and the highs. So like the main thing is get the digital hiss. Like, there's really nothing I need to do too much with high shelf or high pass. But yeah, I kind of use this like really fat wide band. This is all going to be like needing more 2K than anything. There's a lot of squeaking. We'll see. Plus, I put both guitars on a bus together to kind of like combine process them. So yeah, individually, I try to make them sound clear, and then together, I process them to fit in the mix better. Yeah, the squeaking is killing me for sure. We can only tame it so much. Also, if you want to know how I'm picking which frequency to cut, it's just whatever one sounds the loudest. I'm not changing the gain, so I'm just sweeping and finding the one that sounds the loudest. Dude, the secret, make your band sound like this live without the subs turned on. Then just turn the subs on. Ooh. Oh, dude, one of the worst things in the industry is old head sound guys. They're like, bro, I've been mixing concerts in arenas since the 80s. And I'm like, yeah, dude, that's why you can't hear anything above 5K. Please just stop. I have a secret weapon. I mean, I need to hear how it sounds with and without bass. But yeah, there's just like a lot of big bands that have been using the same sound guy since like the early 90s, and it's just like, it just doesn't hit the same. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Why would you want to blow amps every night? I'm adding a little bit of low mid to the kick to make it sound less fake. Okay, but like if you're in a huge arena, you still only need one speaker to mic up. You could literally just get an ISO cab and play it at like 5. Just trying to make the toms hit a little bit better. Cool. Gotta go back to the beginning. Sometimes levels aren't all correct at the first song. I'm treating this guitar track like an effect. I'm not treating it like a guitar. I'm treating it as something that thickens up the mix during leads. So it should be noticeable, but not prominent. Some people say that expensive headphones allow you to hear more, so you're able to mix better than cheap. What can you say? Used to mix on like $80 AKG headphones. Switched to Bayer Dynamic headphones. Open back. Got a better understanding of mid-range. You definitely notice more subtleties in nicer headphones, but also more specifically individual bands of mid-range. So yeah, it makes a difference for sure. Especially if you're going to mix in headphones, you might as well invest in good headphones. I don't want to mix in headphones. Like if I could mix on monitors, I would. But one, it's not practical for streaming to have something that's loud with a microphone in front of me. And two, I live in an apartment. You could realistically just buy Audio-Technica MT40s, which are very, very flat. And yeah, you don't need to spend that much. Jeez, that bass drop. Oh, I don't know if other people like mixing like this, but I try to always mix with all my faders at 0. Why? Because I've had so many sessions where I had to delete all the automation from importing session data from a different song. So I just like to know in my mind that everything at 0 is correct, and automation would just be putting it above or below 0. So I am a unity guy. All my faders stay at unity. In this case, I'm just going to turn the drops down, but I like to have my volume be like the last plugin in my chain. SonarWorks is worth it. I did the free trial and I was immediately like, yeah, I got to do this.
I may be broken, but it's not
Whoa.
to take a stand. When
I want to use something low.
I gave everything I had just so I could amount to something cool and take a post. There's nothing left. I always thought I was nothing. I am nothing. We were nothing. We were all just fantasizing. Possibly visiting a place that says that they illusion of free will. We may be free, but we still choose to be their fucking slaves. Why wait around? Keeps. Hell fucking yeah.
Real voice comes through.
Choose to be a slave. We were digging our own graves. Stood to the edge of the earth, looking back at the life I led. Cool and decomposed. There's nothing left for me to do. I gave everything I had just so I could amount to something cool and decomposed. there's something left. I always thought I was suffering. Wondering, is there a reason for this? Or is it all just worthless? Fade away! RJK! Like a funny leaves of autumn, I will not be forgotten!
Imagine if I played these sounds at full volume in my apartment right now. My neighbors would be like, oh my god. Do I run monitors at all? Not anymore. Oh yeah, so my de-esser thing. It's keeping the cymbals at bay as well as helping the voice. That vocal chain needs Jesus. Oh yeah. It's a work in progress.
Looking back at the life I led, cool and decomposed, there's something left for me to give. I gave everything I had, just so I got amount to something. Cool and decomposed, there's something left.
Yeah, that you may not like it, but this is how all my vocal chains look.
Look into their eyes. Remember who you are. This is your test for redemption. Everything that they told you is a test to prove to them that they don't own you.
What?
Look into their eyes. They see your reflection. Remember who you are. This is your test for redemption. Everything that they told you that you can do is a test to prove to them that they don't own you.
It's the highs, they're getting lost.
Look into their eyes. Remember who you are. This is your test for redemption. Everything that they told you that you can do is a test to prove to them that they don't own you.
Problematic. Actually, the backing one should go there too. What am I thinking? That's squeaky squeaky. Now here's the real trick. The vocals are just very barely making this one go. That Tom has no attack. Also, that one's not even on the Tom track. Nobody told me.
Motherfucking side! Now. I want to see this entire fucking room in flames!
Take care of yourselves. Beat each other up. That's true. Imagine missing a note. Yeah, Gabe's ridiculous with guitar, man. The minute he wears a shirt with no sleeves on it, the riffs just start flowing. Yo. Hey, yo. Julian, what's up? How you doing?
We will spill the blood of our enemies. Unleash hell! What we do here echoes into eternity. They will pay the years you drink. Shut up, I say, with their belly on their knees. We will spill the blood of our enemies. Unleash hell! Goes into eternity. They will pay the years you drink. Shut up, I say, with their belly on their knees. We will spill the blood of our enemies. Unleash hell!
I love his lows. I think his lows are sick. All right, I have this vocal chain I use, though. It should help. Medium delay.
Pieces of me were scattered on the floor like shards of glass, cutting deeper than ever before. On my hands and knees, begging for relief. I have to believe this voice alive and suffering. Trains of my life essence, no wolf walk on my lessons. I have to find the street to escape obsolescence. I have to escape this place. I have to escape.
Some.
When was I even born to live a life of scorn? I will honor the oath that I have sworn. I promised myself that I would be in the ways I only willed. There's no escaping that. There's no escaping that.
I'm wondering what's up with this. Why does this track look so different? The waveforms are different, like they peak differently.
Spin this fucking roll! Spin this fucking roll! Spin this fucking roll! Trade out my life passes, now I'll fuck. Spin this fucking roll! Trade out my life passes! Trade out my life passes! Trade out my life passes! Now.
Huh? Like, I could tell by looking at the waveforms, this has some kind of gain or compression on it.
Escape! 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 I have to escape this place! Escape! Escape!
Kind of like the second one better.
Escape! Escape!
This one sounds
Escape! Escape!
light blue one, second one. It sounds full. Top one sounds like distorted. With that, like maybe has a light distortion on it.
Escape! 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 Escape!
Maybe that's why it's getting lost on the highs. I mean, look at like here. I feel like I should use this one. Just because of like, where's some highs?
Escape! I have to escape! I have to escape!
Fuck it. My gut instinct is to use the light blue one.
I have to escape this place! Escape! 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 I have to escape this place! I have to escape this place! I have trade out my life passes, now I'll fuck on my asses. I have to find a street to escape obsolescence. I have to escape this place. I have to escape. Escape! 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 I have to escape this place. Escape! 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 I have to escape this place!
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it makes more sense.
Trade out my life passes, now I'll fuck on my asses. I have to find a street to escape obsolescence. I have to escape this place. I have to escape. Escape! 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 I have to escape this place. Escape! 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 I have to escape this place. to escape this place. I have to escape.
Let me just fuck with it for a second, I guess. I hate.
Trades of my life passes. No one fucking releases. I have to find the street to escape obsolescence. I have to escape this place. I have to escape. Escape! 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 I have to escape this place. Escape! Escape! Escape!
I don't think anyone from the band is watching this because they're on tour right now, but they will be reading the comments on the video when it comes out. This is a very interesting vocal, like, there's 2 tracks. I had no idea what the hell was going on. I mean, how would I? But, you know, weird. Carnifex Oceano show in a small venue. I wanted to film that. No one got back to me.
It's not designed to keep down my own, it's designed to keep healing. It was made for something more than to die as a slave in this empty world. A story with no hands and power left untold.
Front to back, wall to fucking wall, you collide.
Oh, there is no mercy. There's a golden place of damnation. Who's who feel safe? There's a golden place of content to me. The golden price of contagion.
All right, so that's Stanky Bree. So instead of saw the Gray American Ghost video, was hoping to record Enterprise Earth as well. Absolutely, Enterprise Earth is who got me to the show. Yeah, I did a Within Destruction mix, but it wasn't a multi-track like this one, so I don't think I'm posting it because the kick drum wasn't perfect and it was very painfully obvious. So I don't think I'm going to be using it. I'll keep it on the back burner in case I decide to post it eventually, but I don't think I'm going to use it at all. But yeah, this video should be out by Monday. What I was going to say is, instead of like doing this mix a second time, I'm actually going to finish this mix on my Twitch channel tomorrow. So for those of you who don't know, I've been doing most of my mix streams on Twitch for the last like 4 years. I'm going to be doing them on both from now on. So, Spite is so good live. If you want to see the end of this mix, I'll be streaming tomorrow night around this time. Well, I mean, around the time I started tonight. So, here's the link. If you've never been, oh man, it's so hard to type on 2 keyboards. If you want to see like how this mix gets finished, I'll be finishing it on my Twitch channel tomorrow, but I've been staying up way too late the last 2 nights, so I need to stop and go to bed. But I appreciate you guys watching this stream and hanging out with me tonight. Very, very cool. Like I said, I will be mixing on YouTube more in the future. That way more people can be involved, because I know not everyone is on Twitch. So, and then I'll try to keep this video on the channel for as long as I can. But yeah, I will maybe see some of you guys tomorrow. Like I said, appreciate you being here. There will be more mixed streams in the future. Wow, it's late. Yeah, it is late. It's late for me too. Like I said, I rarely mix more than 3 hours. It's already been 2.5, so I am a little fatigued. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next mix stream.